So I'm going to do this video with my coaching spreadsheet in the background. So if I look over to the side, that's what it is. I want to get all the data accurate for you. So this week has not been the ideal week. However, depends how you look at it. And this is sometimes why it's important to have a coach. Now, I do this for myself, even though I have got a coach anyway for this photo shoot. I like to do it myself so I don't beat myself up. And if you find yourself beating yourself up, sometimes it is important to look at the data. So this is the rundown for the week just gone. So my average calories were 1569. I was trying to aim for about 1500. I had a few days where I was tired. And obviously tiredness brings hunger, and long days, long nights. I didn't get a great sleep one day. So I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. Steps wise, I averaged 13,500, which is great because my average is 13,000. However, yesterday on Sunday, I did 4,922 steps. And you're wondering, like, well, how did you hit your average then? Well, one day I did nearly 16,000 and another day I did 21,000. And it's important to remember, yes, you've got a target, but you don't have to hit that every day. And it can be a weekly target, which is what I do with my clients and what I work on myself. So when I needed a rest day yesterday, when I was absolutely exhausted, sitting on the sofa all day after I did my meal prep, that was fine because I knew I would still hit my weekly average. Gym, only managed 2 sessions because on Tuesday I felt so beat up. I'd done Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the gym. Then I'd done Monday. So I'd done 4 days in a row, which is quite a lot compared to what I've been used to. Normally I kind of break it up a little bit more. So to then go in on a 5th day, I was just aching. So I had Tuesday off, but then went Wednesday. And then I was working elsewhere, for the rest of the week. So it just meant that I only had 2 days in the gym, and that is fine. But I did manage to do 300 calories of cardio over those 2 days, which I was super pleased about. My waist measurement is still the same as last week, and I'm up 1.4 pounds, which is very annoying. But like I said, it's important to look at the data. Kind of stuck to calories pretty much, and even going over by 70 calories a day, that is still a deficit. I've done cardio. I never do cardio. I hit the gym twice a week. I've smashed my steps out of the park. So what happened? Well, on up to Thursday last week, I was having a coffee creamer from Skinny Food Co. in my coffee. And I think that's kind of caused some kind of bloating, irritation, something. I don't know. But I just seem to kind of feel a bit bloated. Then also over the weekend, I have not been to the toilet. I have this morning, but after I'd weighed. So obviously that is going to affect the scale weight as well. I still feel a little bit bloated today. And I'm thinking that it's a different product that I'm using, some sugar syrup that's from a different company. However, it does say Skinny Food Co. on the back. So it's obviously produced by them, even though it's a different label. So I think my body doesn't like Skinny Food Co. stuff. And I think it's to do with my dairy allergy, which is really annoying. So when I first realised that it was dairy, I was still getting symptoms and I was like, I don't even know what's going on here. And it was my multivitamins that I was having that were from My Protein. So obviously My Protein produces like protein powder and stuff. And I'm guessing Skinny Food Co., you know, they produce their own products as well. I'm guessing it's all done in the same factory. And I am so super sensitive to dairy. It is ridiculous. So I'm going to put those 2 items in the bin. I've been on Amazon this morning and ordered some of the Monin sugar syrup, which I think my body's okay with. So all that just combined, you know, bit of inflammation, bit of bloating, not going to the toilet has meant I'm 1.4 pounds up. Spoke to my coach this morning and I said, don't worry, everything's going in the bin. And hopefully in 2 weeks, I'll just overnight lose 5 pounds. And obviously I was having a bit of a joke, but that is sometimes what happens. I'm looking at my data. I'm going, do you know what? There is nothing on there that is screaming to me that you've been off plan. I don't like the word off plan, but you know, you've been off track. You've not done this, you've not done that. So really, I'm not going to beat myself up. Scale weight is just a number, which is why I also say to clients do measurements, but obviously I'm bloated with everything. So my waist measurement stayed the same. So I'm fine with that. I'll see what it is tomorrow morning, what it is the rest of this week. And like I said, after today, I will not be having anything. Hopefully my syrup arrives for my coffee in the morning, because I've still got some of that other stuff. Bit gutted that having to like throw these things away, but my body doesn't like them, and sometimes you just got to accept that. So lesson learned, don't buy anything from Skinny Food Co, regardless of anything. And like I said, I don't buy anything from My Protein either, which I used to spend a lot of money there on stuff. But yeah, it's just, it is what it is. I'm only like, it'd be like 3 years in May my dairy allergy started, so I'm still learning. I'm still trying to navigate around it. You know, I'm not perfect, and it is just trial and error. But the important lesson to take from this weekly update is that it is going to go that way sometimes. Things are just going to throw a curveball. And like I said, because I've been coaching for so long, I kind of look at the data as numbers and figures rather than just get emotional about the scale weight. And I know that's hard for you guys to do sometimes, which is why sometimes it's important to have a coach, why it's important for somebody else to look at your data and give you those kind of information, which is exactly what I do with my clients. So hopefully that update was useful. If you've got any questions on anything I've said, let me know.